Okay, sorry about that. Oh my God, look at his face.
Yeah, right.
That's
And
his.
even like, what's up?
I was gonna say that's his first meal in 10 years with like any sort of like flavor.
Right. I know he's gorging on it. It's funny though, because like when he's like tapping his leg and stuff like that, I don't know. It kind of gave me like chant like type of vibes. That's why I was really pulling from that warrior type of feeling they were going
I
for.
see. I see.
Hmm.
Okay. I really like your perspective on things is so interesting to me because like when I see him do that, I'm just like, oh, like Tamil people are just like that. Like I don't see like what you see, and it's like it's when you point these things out to me, I'm like, oh my God, that is so interesting.
Mhm. I mean, yeah, because I feel like good film tries to use the visual language to its maximum, right? And one of those things is bringing like subconscious callbacks into a scenario to help further build out and flesh out the, circumstances of the movie. Um, so when you have like, I mean, I feel like Indian movies do it the most too, because like you have a lot of influence from dharmic religions and stuff like that. So you'll get a lot of you know Hindu god type references and stuff like that based in, little things like how they sit or how they stand or how they posture themselves or even like the weapon that they choose to use or something
Mm-hmm.
like that. Like I'm thinking specifically back to Pushpa. They had him with like the trident and
Mm-hmm.
everything
Mm-hmm.
at the end of the movie. So uh, I feel like a lot of South Indian writers in particular, less so in Bollywood, but definitely in South India,
Yeah.
they'll try to make their main characters almost like a deity themselves, right? Like
Yeah.
how they portray them, and yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
100%. Again, that is maybe it's because I grew up with it. That's something that's just whooshed right past my head. Like I don't. To me, it's so odd. It's almost like a norm. It happens so often
Mhm.
that I don't
I
even
see, I see.
notice these things.
Hmm. No, I feel that, and I'm glad that you do have this perspective because I since I didn't grow up with it, I don't have the nuance of it all as well. So I appreciate. That's why I'm really excited for the rest of this segment as well.
Yeah.
Um, there are actually some things like I don't know, just how much into like the life of Sri Lankan, like I know you've said you traveled to Sri Lanka before,
Yeah.
but how much like time have you spent there? Were you there for a long period of time at any point?
God. I was born in London. I've lived in London
Hmm.
my whole life. So like if I've gone there, it's only for a holiday. I went
I
once
see.
when I was like 5. Don't remember anything. And then I went when I was 16 and I stayed there for about 2.5 weeks.
Okay.
So I've not spent much time there at all.
Hmm. I see, I see. I was wondering if you could provide any perspective on like how this things like how this police station is being run and how it's just like so like like a dude struggling to turn off the radio. It just seems so in shambles, but like I don't know, I
S-
just yeah.
So anything that I've never been to a Sri Lankan police
Mhm. Well, that's good.
yeah, well yeah. Oh yeah. But yeah, all I can say is that the I feel like the way that oh my God, what is it called? A police, it's not a jail, it's a police office?
Prison? I mean, I guess you could police station?
Police station, thank you. Jesus.
Okay.
Um, the way that this police station is portrayed, that sort of radio segment is kind of niche, but the
Mm,
shambolicness of it is, I think, typical of how it's portrayed in cinema. I don't know if it's
mhm.
typical of what it's like in real life.
I see. 'Cause I felt like this movie did a lot, or not a lot, but like more than I've enough for it to stand out to me where they were trying to make it like very relatable to local experiences, it felt like.
Hmm.
In terms of like how the kid was like bantering with Dilly was one good example and like the things he was saying. And then also how the police were interacting with the older uncle that ends up like holding it down at the end.
Hmm.
Um it just felt like there was a lot there that I was like, I really wish I could understand the nuance and how he's talking to this elder and the back and forth and why they're you know, going at it from that angle and things like that. But
So the older gentleman,
mhm.
he's like, what is it? Someone in chat, let me know if it's AC or DC. Basically, he's like, not, I don't want to say footman, but he's like in police rankings, he's not high at all.
Mhm.
He's like, he's very much so like one of the worker bees, and has been one of the
Okay.
worker bees for the entirety of his career. Like he's an older gentleman, right? So it's
Right.
like he's being transferred to this police station, and he's not even officially on duty. I think he's just come in to like sort things out.
Right. Right.
And then he just gets caught up in this mess. And Bajoy's basically like, okay, there's no one else in that um station. You are now on duty. Step up. You are now the most
Got it.
senior
Okay.
person there.
Got it. I see. I didn't understand that because I was like, is he just a random person putting on a police uniform and just like taking that role that seriously?
Yeah, no,
Because
no.
I
It's
because he
he's one of those people that you'd find maybe at one of these desks, or like,
mm,
and like that he like being at the desk would have been his whole job.
got
And
it.
maybe a patrol here or there, but like
Right. Right.
nothing of this sort. This is very like high rank stuff.
Hmm.
Which is I think which is why he's like, so there's this conversation where Bajoy's basically
Hmm.
like, okay, like you're gonna take charge now. And then there's a
Right.
conversation that he has afterwards with, I think somewhere a couple of maybe, oh god, I don't know when, but he has another conversation with Dilly, where Dilly's basically
Mhm.
like, oh god, what he said. I really wish I wrote it down. But I don't, do you remember the conversation that he had with Dilly?
What was the context?
I think it's basically like he's telling um Napoleon that, so Napoleon's this gentleman here, that they are responsible for the people's, I don't know if I've forgotten. Oh my god, I've actually forgotten. I'm being an L streamer right now. I should have written this down. Let me Google it. It might um what? Hold on.
Was it toward the beginning or in the middle?
Maybe in the middle, maybe towards the end.
Probably when they were in the forest, I think.
It was definitely over the phone. And I thought
Oh,
it
okay.
was quite it like I sort of locked it in my
Mm,
mind as like it's parallel conversations, because at the beginning with Bajoy is basically like, shut up, get on with it.
mhm, right.
Whereas the conversation with Dilly was more like, okay, chill out, we got this. But not in that
I
way,
see.
because would you, I can't see Dilly saying that.
Yeah, and I actually, speaking of the dynamic with Dilly and the police officer, um I thought it was kind of funny when like he was like, don't tell the kid to go out there when they were like in the truck and having the kid trying to close the gate.
Yeah.
Um and then Dilly ends up just going out there anyway. So it's like clearly there was a solution outside of sending the kid out there, but
Wait, so who?
it
Okay, so this was the thing. Like this
mhm.
is what I'm saying. Like Bajoy's broken arm is just so like, oh, I can't drive the truck. I can't go out there. But Dilly goes
And
out there anyway. So who the fuck drove the truck?
no, he did end up like at least steering it when Dilly went out for a second.
Yeah.
Um, but I don't know. It felt like sometimes they were really trying to like force that whole moral barrier thing, and like the tokenism thing comes back. Like they were using the kid as a way to like kind of drive that point home a bit more
Mm,
vividly. Um, because like yeah, obviously, if the cop is asking the kid to do quote unquote dirty work with at risk of you dying,
mm,
um, you could argue that the cop is the bad person in that situation, and you have Dilly audibly giving his refusal to have him do that or have the kid go out there, which again the kid ends up going out anyway. But I think they were just like at a few times forcing the whole like, oh look at Dilly being a good guy in this situation, and look at B-Joy being a bad guy. But I don't know. I think Vikram and Veda did the duality or the moral dilemma bit a bit better in my opinion.
yeah.
Um,
See,
but I
th-
did like the action in
so this is
Kaithi
the
more.
thing. This story is
Mhm.
driven by action, whereas
Right.
Vikram Vedha is driven by philosophy. And I think that is
Okay.
why I
That is
prefer
fair.
Vikram Vedha to this one.
That is fair. That is fair, and I'm definitely biased with this one because of Pushpa, and I just love
Mhm.
that high action stuff. Um, and I felt like this definitely provided in a very, I mean, obviously there weren't like a bunch of guns or anything like that, except for the end, which we'll get to. Um, but it was just blades and punching for most of it. So um, the ending was very welcome though, and it definitely tickled my fancy when it comes to action, or what I expect from South Indian action, just the over the top
Oh
nature. I don't know
yeah,
if you
a
want to
hundred
save that
percent.
part, but
That's why that shot is the poster. Yeah.
yeah, no, and I love the whole imagery of it, right? Like this uh just out of prison village man with a fucking Gatling gun. I thought
Yeah.
that was pretty cool. Very cool imagery.
Um.
Um
So I found what it was that Dilly told Napoleon on the
oh
phone.
yeah.
I'll say it in
Okay.
Tamil and then I'll translate it for you. He says, "Nammala nambi vandavangal nammadan paathukanum," which means the people that have come trusting us, we're the ones responsible for looking after them. Which I think is like I was saying earlier, the reason that that sort of stuck with me is because it humanized Dilly in a way that like you like is
I see.
it's sort of like it takes away from that this is an ex-convict sort of image of him, and
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it
yeah,
shows that
100%.
like I said, he can think critically, he thinks about other people.
Hmm.
Whereas Bejoy's conversation with Napoleon was very much so, you are the most senior person there,
Yeah.
lock in.
Right.
Yeah,
Interesting.
I just felt like Dilly's conversation was more motivational, more it was more touching than his conversation with
Right, right.
Bejoy.
It was more humane, it sounds like, as well,
Yes, I
kind
think
of like,
that's exactly
yeah,
yeah.
making him seem like the more like the more natural feeling type of morality when it comes to supporting the mass, the group.
Mm.
Um there was actually, do you know how much this movie was made for? I know it, but I just want to know if you knew the budget.
Oh,
It's really impressive actually.
I want to say probably not as much as it made. Definitely not as much as it made. So
You don't
maybe
think it profited?
I can't as in like the budget. I think the profit would have been like maybe uh, like I don't know 10, 20, 30 times more than what it cost to make it. What do we think about the cinematography and art style?
Yeah, I'm actually about to get onto that too. Because
So what are the
what
numbers
they
actually?
yeah, I'm looking right now. If I
Oh,
can
did
type
you not?
fast
Do you
enough.
not know?
So they profited heavily.
Yeah, I can imagine
Um,
they would have.
yeah, so they actually made this movie for $2 million, which is not a lot of money at all.
Oh, is it not?
Um, no, for a movie, for like a blockbuster movie, hell no. $2 million is like, that's like maybe a tenth of what normally people use for these kind of movies. So the fact that they were able to accomplish what they pulled off
Mm,
really, really did blow me away. Um, Particularly this part right here, 46, when they are going through the forest and like the bamboo trap springs. Um, it the first impact looks incredible. Like this impact looks phenomenal. Just
yeah,
how they're able to, first you have the volumetric lighting, that's actually the light bouncing off of the smoke in the area to fill a bit more of that depth. You have obviously the particle simulation that you have from the glass, and it doesn't look like it's out of place or that it's like just pasted on top, right? Like
yeah.
really good. In this shot as well, slow-mo is super, super on point. But then you can tell that most of their budget went into that shot because like the rest of it, it is
Is
pretty
it?
funny just
Yeah.
seeing the like
That is more typical of what I'm used to seeing.
right, right. But yeah, you could tell they were like all in on that first shot, and then they're like, all right, just do what you can for the rest of it.
Yeah.
Um, but not all of it is bad. The maybe like half of the shots after the first shot are iffy, but they overall did an amazing job. And again, for a budget of 2 million, The fact that they were actually able to squeeze in a good amount of special effects in this, especially this whole scene, dude. Driving shots are a nightmare just in general on a
Hmm.
logistic basis. I've done driving shots before in like music videos and stuff, but just for one car. So to do it and manage three cars is actually insane. And I don't know, I would assume they would have dummies in the back of the truck, but still just on like a story beat element where you're having an entire car chase with a truck full of bodies, of police officer bodies at that. I
Yeah.
just think it's this absolutely insane idea. And the fact that they were able to like put that on the screen is so freaking cool because like where would you see this kind of circumstance in this kind of stake? You know what I mean? Like I that was a first for me, so I appreciated that.
Yeah, I also think again, this is something that I didn't pick up on because this
Mhm.
happens in basically every Tamil film, every single one.
No way.
It's so
Like
common.
stakes
Car
this big?
chases. Yeah, yeah.
No
Oh my
way.
god, I could show you so many. Um,
Wow.
off the top of my head, I can think of one that is anyone who's seen Biggle, the scene where Michael and the football coach are in the car. I'm thinking of that, but it's so
Mm,
common. Yeah. So again,
wow.
so that's not something that I picked up on.
Well,
Again,
the
like
technicality on these things is it's remarkable, right? And the fact that they were able to just make it such a grand thing is, I don't know. This scene is going to be stuck in my memory for a long, long time. Because, like, I don't know, you just don't see this kind of, dude. It's I don't know. It's hard to
I see, I
explain.
know. Think about
It's so
Western
hard to
cinema.
explain.
I agree with you. In Western cinema, this doesn't happen a lot at all.
Mm,
But someone just said it's because we have a lot of action scenes with goons and stuff, and like
mhm,
which is why it's so common. I'm also part of me is wondering not to slate
mm.
the South Indian cinema industry. I'm thinking how safe are these sets?
Oh man, I can't even. I'm sure they're taking some big risks.
So
I'm so
there's
certain.
probably rules against this
Oh yeah.
on
I
on
mean,
on this side of the world, right? So I don't know.
yeah, for sure. For sure. I mean, that's actually a really good point because that could play a factor in why you don't see some stunts in American film versus Indian film. Because there's some stuff in South Asian film that I like. It blows me away that they were even able to accomplish the shot, let alone, you know, even conceptualize it, right?
Hmm.
So I feel like they have to be bending some kind and actually this is an amazing
This
shot right
shot,
here.
I'm
Yeah,
honestly
right.
thinking, how could they have filmed that?
No, this one, okay, so I
Is
can
it a
actually try
drone
to
shot
break it
or?
down. So the first shot is probably a drone shot. So this what's called a clean plate is your background shot, right? So the drone shot probably shot the clean plate, which is everything out here. But
Hmm.
then this element here is probably a rotoscoped um, vehicle that they put on a green screen. So basically, they had this car sitting still, they had the green screen, and then they tried to match the camera from the drone into the car. They probably didn't have any glass on the front and back, so that way they could have the camera go through the glass, without obviously needing too much VFX outside of making a fake tinted glass, which is
Hmm.
easy. Fake tinted glass, fade out, and then another. So they basically are stacking clean plates. So they had the clean plate with the drone, they had the green screen shot with the car, the camera on the green screen set goes through the car, and then once it comes out of that front windshield, you have another clean plate this is that's set behind. So then you have another clean plate after that, which is the cockpit of the truck itself, because you can tell that these are two separate shots here, stitching the front of the truck to the back of the truck here. So they filmed that in two separate shots to get this, and then another like it's just stacking plates on top of one another. Digital zoom, also trying to mimic the camera from the drone in the beginning. This looks like it's green screen. Um, in terms of like
Oh,
these
it
guys
it
actually
does it does.
driving.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, they 100% were just stacking green screen shots. There's another shot that is so funny to me. Because it's probably their worst green screen shot in this whole sequence. It's actually coming up. Try to pause it at the right time. right here,
Oh
dude. This
my
shot
god.
right
Oh good
this made
god.
me laugh so hard. I had to rewatch it a few times. Like, it's such a bad
How do
green
I not
screen
notice
shot.
these things?
It comes quick. I had to rewind it because I'm like, that just didn't feel right. Um, but it was so funny to me when I first saw that. And the sound, I mean, obviously they were doing the sound design to make it as dramatic as possible, but just to hear the reverb of the chain in open fields is just funny. Um, but yeah, that shot right there with the kid just flying away, bro. Hold on, look at this.
Oh
That's the
god.
shot right
Is that
there.
green screen?
That one I think was actually like
Like
they I think they
actually did
put them
it.
on a wire.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah, I
yeah. I
think
was
they
gonna
put them on a
say.
wire because it was too smooth. It didn't look like they were matching clips or anything like that. It looks like it was all just done in one go. Like that's definitely green screen. The background is probably green screen, but him actually doing that stunt I think was wires.
Oh god.
So much is going on in this scene, bro. It's
So
so
much. But
crazy.
again, this is very oh god. Very typical of bro, you can tell he's
But he's
being
like
yanked
happy.
back by his shoulder blades first.
100%. And I mean, there's no way bodies wouldn't have fallen, but it's okay. That's not why we're here. We're not here to pick apart logistics.
I was gonna say, let me just read chat. Um oh okay. So Dan said they actually have proper stunt actors for like budget movies. I'm not saying that they
Mm,
don't, but I'm talking about just because they've got proper like stunt actors, it doesn't mean like safety comes from production. You know, like the
right.
stunt actors have nothing to do with safety. It's not their job. Their job is to turn up and do the stunts.
Right.
Um,
Oh yeah.
Lower budgets do cut corners. Though, well, there you go. Um,
Exactly. It actually reminds me of I don't know if you're into like old school Chinese kung fu movies at all, or if you've been exposed to those.
I've not. I've
No,
not.
okay.
But
So
go ahead. Go ahead.
China No, yeah, China used to not give any money to their film industry. Specifically like when Jackie Chan was trying to make his up and coming um stuff. And dude, Jackie Chan took so much like bodily damage uh just because they were low budget and he wanted to had a live stunt but couldn't afford like the safety harnesses and stuff like that. Like there's one scene that Jackie Chan did where he like slides down an entire wire of lights and he actually like burns his hands in real life, like cuts tears up his hands.
Oh God.
um but a lot of South Asian cinema uh kind of reminds me of that era when it comes to like some of these
Mm.
stunts because they're so big. Like these stunts are so big a lot of the times. Like there's no way that you are not cutting corners. There's just no way. There's no
There's
way.
1 second. Thank you,
Mhm.
Vivi. Love you too, and welcome in, KK. How are you? So basically, how have you seen? How familiar are you with Bollywood? So, have you seen God, Ramlila? Is it called Ramlila? The
Ramlila? No.
It's the Deepika Padukone and Ranveer Singh film.
Yeah, I'm not actually too much into Ranveer Singh's. People tell me to get into him. I don't know. I'm just not really a Ranveer Singh fan. But
I don't know how much of a fan I am, but this is the first film that he and his wife did together. That they met on the set of that film. Um,
okay,
but basically, so there's a song, and in
hmm
that song, it's not even about him, it's about her. So she danced until her feet were bloody
the hell?
for that song. And what you just said that reminded me of that. Like I don't not that I think that sort of dedication
Yeah,
is rare to
that's
see
insane.
in Western
hmm
cinema. To the
It
point
is.
where
It
they get
really is.
bloody is, I think, rare to
hmm
see.
100%. I think that's actually a really good thing to point out because I think, and I was actually talking to my friend about this the other day. I was like, I feel like Hollywood is just getting complacent in terms of like kind of knowing that they are the international, standard for cinema, and they don't really try anymore. Like I feel like the best era of Western film was like 90s to like early 2010s. I think was the best
Mm,
era for um Hollywood in particular, just because they actually had writers that were trying. The technology was at a really high point, so you could do some really awesome effects and stuff like that. But since then, I just think they've just lost the passion. And it, when you bring up the bloody feet thing, like I see that passion so much when it comes to South Asian film in particular. Like it's such a strong um like pillar in South Asian pop culture is cinema.
yeah.
Like, so yeah, I
And
love that. I absolutely love
I
that.
feel like that sort of dedication to the art comes not just from the bigger actors. I think it also comes
Mhm.
sometimes from like the smaller, I say smaller, but the people who
Absolutely.
aren't sort of the faces of the project as well. And I think
Right.
that's really admirable. That being said, I'm not trying to say that you have to sort of dance till your feet are bloody for your project to be, all of that.
Right, right, right.
I just want, like, I think Obsession is one of the best films to come out of Western cinema in a very long
I
time.
need to see that still. It's actually made by a YouTuber I used to
Yeah,
follow.
yeah, yeah.
So
And the lead actress used to be a streamer. She used to
no
make fun and
way.
stuff. Yep.
That's actually crazy.
Yeah.
That's actually crazy. There's this part I thought was pretty funny. Where is it? When he's like talking to the orphanage guy, the orphanage leader.
Oh yeah.
Hold on, what section is that? I believe it was must have been before. My timesheet says, oh, it's 53. I'm way off. I was writing so fast. Um, but I thought it was so funny when he was like talking to this guy and he's like, brother, your daughter sleeps on a floor at our orphanage. Our orphanage is straight shit. Like our orphanage is garbage, bro. Your daughter's here.
Yeah.
It was so, like he didn't even like try to make him like feel good about the situation at all. It was so funny. Getting
So,
bit by mosquitoes. Like
oh
this is so
god, that
funny.
poor those poor children. I think it's
My
yeah.
heart.
I think the point that he was trying to make is I may work here, but
Hmm.
150 young girls are sleeping on the floor in that room. I cannot step in
Hmm.
there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No,
So
100%.
yeah.
I got what he was trying to do, but it's just funny how he wasn't even trying to like make
Yeah,
his
he doesn't
establishment.
yeah.
He
He
didn't
I
give
feel
a
like
fuck.
this must be like a very common occurrence for him, right? Like just people being like,
Mm,
"Oh, can I speak
mm,
to Mike? Can I speak to this person?"
right.
Yeah.
Fair, fair. Let me see what else. This part was so funny to me when the gangs were arguing about who keeps the truck of police. I thought that was so funny. Like
Yeah, yeah,
a
yeah.
territory dispute in the middle of the whole ordeal. But obviously, I think this was like the first big feat that Dilly actually does. Yeah, where he beats up all these people. But no, no, he did that. I might be getting my fights mixed up in terms of the order. This isn't where he gets betrayed. That's later, right?
Who betrays him again? Is it the guy in the back of the truck?
Exactly. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
dude. And the amount of like when I first watched Kaithi, I was like, man, there's so much double crossing in this movie. And then that was like nothing compared to Vikram and Veda. I was like,
I
it
think
got to the point. So
yeah. Oh my god, if you saw Vada Chennai, oh my fucking god, all three of these films, it's just people backstabbing each other left,
there's
right, and
no
center.
way, dude.
So um,
Dude, backstabbing gets me so much in film. It's so funny because like it doesn't even have to make sense, but just like making someone a reveal like would get me. Like when they were talking about the girl killing Simon and Vikram and Veda. I believed it for a second. I was like, "There's no way! Like, why would like?" Obviously, it was unbelievable, but like,
yeah.
I was so ready to accept that as truth. And then to turn out it was the commissioner who made it look like that. It was just so funny, dude. Like, it almost felt like a meme at one point, which is how many
You know,
like backstabbing
you
twists
say
were.
that, but
Mm,
bear in mind. So when I watched it again for our segment today, it was my second. It was
yeah.
my second time watching it, right? So I'd already seen it. But
Okay.
I still couldn't believe that. So when they were like, "Oh, she took the money and she left," I was like,
Right, right.
no, she didn't. Nah, she didn't. You're just chatting. You're trying to
She
get
actually did
her."
though, right?
But she did. So
Yeah, yeah, that
that actually
yeah.
got me. But when they were like, "Oh, she shot him," I was like, no, I know she didn't. But that one I
Mhm.
was right. But with the money thing, I was wrong. Like there, she actually
Right.
backstabbed her man's brother,
Yeah,
the whole
dude, I
gang.
thought that part was so funny, like, she was just like, "Yo, that money looks so good right now," and then just trashes the place, then cuts herself
I
trying to
th-
sell it,
yeah, and it's like
and
it's also like sorry guys, I know we're hopping backwards and forwards through movies, but I don't care.
yeah,
Um,
right.
um, what else was it? I think it's like what got me is like you have an angel boy who loves you,
Mm,
and you saw that money and you said, "Yeah, safe. Fuck him, fuck
that
everything. I'm gonna
was
leave." I was like, that hurt
the
as a lover girl. That hurt my chest.
and for her and for him to be like, "Oh, yeah, I understand. You didn't know what you had until you left, and now you wanna come back." I would've been like, "Girl, you better take that money. Like, you're not coming back here just because you
Yeah,
realized,
literally.
like, what?"
I literally was like,
Yeah,
I was
there's
like,
no way.
I was like, she's also by the way, she's the reason that he got in trouble the first time when they were kids.
Right, yeah,
She
you're
did
right.
something, but I forgot what it was.
Well, he didn't wanna take the drugs, and she was like,
Oh, and
"No,
she was like, "Oh,
let's,
it's
like."
fine. We can just
Yeah,
yeah."
yeah, "You could give me the drugs." Yeah, 100%, 100%.
Yeah.
He was a saint all along.